that have really helped me to adjust to teaching online during COVID-19. So, the first thing that I want to go ahead and say is I don't know about you, but for me, I think the biggest challenge I have had is definitely maintaining work life balance. For the simple fact that I have two children and they are ages 6 and 4, pre-K and kindergarten. And so just using my time wisely has been such a challenge. But the first thing that has definitely helped me to be the best teacher I need to be during this time and be the best parent I need to be during this time is a schedule. And honestly, I have three schedules. I have my schedule, I have my daughter's kindergarten schedule, and then I have my son's pre-K schedule, which is just a balance between my schedule and my daughter's schedule. My daughter has an IEP for speech and social development. So she basically works with one of her co-teachers 3 days a week. And then she now has a Zoom meeting, or take that back, she has a Microsoft Teams meeting with her speech therapist. So I think just providing instruction for her on a daily basis, Monday through Friday, and then also blending in those intervention times and then her speech time. I think that's why she's so hectic to me, but it's almost like when she's fully in her schedule, it's like I have to kind of assist her because she is so young. So she gets on iStation for reading and math, and then of course I kind of supplement in between, and then she has her interventions, and it's just a lot. So I am homeschooling her, and I'm also homeschooling my son. But his attention span is totally different from my daughter's. And I think it's because he does pre-K in a daycare setting. So a lot of their assignments are somewhat play based. And given that I am an upper grades teacher, I look, hands kudos to all of my lower grade teachers. The second thing that has really helped me to adjust is me having access to my curriculum both in paper form and digital form. So I am teaching in the private sector, and one of the things I can say that has been super helpful is having access to digital resources, not just like the textbook, but actually worksheets, quizzes, um, group activities. Like they literally bought the whole package and gave it to me. So that way, when I am assigning assignments, even if the physical task cards are in my classroom, I have a copy of everything in that digital bank on the website. So we use Pearson, and so I can just go to Pearson Realize and everything is available to me during this time. The third thing that has really helped me to provide instruction to my students is Google Classroom. So Google Classroom is the platform that I am providing instruction each week, and I am going to insert what that looks like. So each week I literally begin a new topic with the week's date, and then I list all of the activities that are due for that week. My students also get a copy of a at-home learning calendar, and that just provides almost like a checklist. And I put it on Instagram of what it looks like in my stories, but it's literally like a table with check boxes, and that's what they use at home to just make sure that they've done everything. The content may be video. I choose shorter passages, and then my questions just get specifically to the task at hand. So I just want to make sure that everything is purposeful, because I understand that in a time such as this, a lot of kids may not have a one-on-one device in their home. This device could be a device that they're sharing with multiple siblings. It could be their parents' work computer. And with me knowing that that's a possibility, I don't want them to hunker down or feel stressed. That's what I've been trying to do. I find things that help make the activities accessible to my students, and then I just assist them Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. I, going into the fourth thing, have a Google Voice number. I did not feel comfortable giving my real number to my students and parents just for the sake of my comfort. Okay, so I did create a Google Voice number, and that number is on our weekly newsletter, and it is also available on the at-home learning calendar, and it's also available on Google Classroom when they go to the I Need Help tab. So I created one called I Need Help, and that's where they directly write messages in the comment section, and that's also where they can find my email address and my Google Voice number. So I make myself accessible 9 to 11, and that again goes back to the first thing of my schedule, because after 11 o'clock, my daughter usually has her interventions with her co-teacher and her speech therapist. So I have to be accessible during those sessions, because a lot of times I have to grab her manipulatives and print her worksheets. I also do lunch for them at 12 o'clock, and then nap for my son, because if that child does not have a nap, it gets a little scary. The fifth thing that has helped me, and this is so crucial, I have somewhat of a support group. These are co-workers that are at my current location. I've been blessed to keep good connections with many teachers over the years, but I strategically have two teachers specifically that I call each and every day just to say, hey, how are you? How are things going? I tell them about the challenges that I'm having with parents. They tell me the challenges they're having with parents. And it's just about being supportive. Because honestly, when we were in the physical building, we did that. And I did that with everybody within the building, especially on my floor, because my building is 2 floors. But there was not a day I did not go in and speak to every face that I saw. And I didn't want to change that just because I was at home. So there are two specific teachers that I talk to every single day just to vent and to ask questions. They know the curriculum that I use. So when I have problems finding a quiz, or just, trying to come up with a engaging activity, like, they're just popping it out to me. And so I don't feel so alone, even though I'm confined to my house. So my question of the day, and I'm bringing that back. Last year I had question of the day at the end of my videos. My question of the day is, what is one thing that you are now doing as you are teaching from home that you feel is almost like your saving grace? For me, it's that conversation with my coworkers, and definitely that schedule, because I need my sanity. So what is it for you? I hope you really enjoyed this video. This is my new setup. I hope you guys like it. It may change, it may not change, I don't know. But I hope you really enjoyed this video and just this little peek into how I am surviving COVID-19 from my home and teaching my students. I look forward to speaking with you guys really, really soon. If you have not already, press that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell for, alerts as I put up new content. And always, guys, take on, be safe, and be blessed. Bye.